Standing in the fire, just to feel alive.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rico, CEO of Sourcefine Asia here with another video. So today we're going to talk about why negotiating with your factory too much is damaging your business. This is a very common mistake that I see with a lot of people when it comes to dealing with China, is they think that China is as cheap as it used to be, and they're trying to squeeze their factory for every cent. The thing is, it's different now. It's 2017. The labor costs in China have gone up. Factories are way more professional than they used to be. So China is not as cheap as it used to be. But if you want to have products made very well, if you want to have good quality done in China, that is possible at a reasonable price. What I always say about business in China is like manufacturing in China is like you can get the cheapest stuff here. You can also get the most expensive quality stuff here. But that comes down to what you're looking for and how you're communicating with suppliers and the kind of research and groundwork that you do up front. So the first point I wanted to touch on is when you squeeze a factory too much, they might agree to the price point that you're looking for, but the reality is that they're going to cut corners. They're going to find ways to save money on the production. Whether that means pushing your production back and taking on multiple orders so they can make more money in a short space of time, or that means using a cheaper quality material on your product and then you receiving that product and it not being like what you ordered, right? So you have to make sure you're not squeezing the factory too much. And then another thing is cheap is expensive. That's one of my models. Like cheap is expensive. You think that getting such a good price ultimately is gonna it's a short-term goal, it's a short-term gain, because dealing with quality control issues and dealing with an unprofessional factory is expensive for your business. You're losing money, you're losing time, your production could be delayed, you might have to reorder product, you might have to fix product. It's just not worth it. I'd much rather pay a slightly higher per-unit cost, or the right per-unit cost, a fair per-unit cost, and work with a professional factory and have less quality control issues. The other thing is, you're establishing a relationship with the factory. Like business in China is very personal, it's very interpersonal. You want to have a relationship with them. Whereas like in the West, it's more cut dry, like this is business and we're not friends. In China, the factory wants to feel that your destinies or your futures are intertwined. So you squeezing them from day one and you pushing them to lower their prices so aggressively damages your relationship with the factory. And that means that can come out in multiple ways. Like when you have quality control issues, the factory might not be as willing to fix things for you because they don't like you. Or your sales agent might not reply to your messages sometimes because they don't want to talk to you. They're just tired of dealing with the difficult foreigner. So you don't want to damage your relationship with your factory. You want to keep the peace and make sure that things are fair. It's also easier to negotiate when you've been working with a supplier for a longer period of time. So sometimes you have to play the long game. Place a couple orders, pay on time, keep your promises. If you're saying that you're going to scale your orders up, and then at that stage you can negotiate with the supplier, and it's going to be easier because now they trust you, now they like working with you, that you have a history, and they want to continue working with you. So it's easier to negotiate at that stage. So another thing is when you play the long game, there's other things that you can come up with. Like I'll give you an example. We had been working with a supplier for about 2 years, and we're making PVC toys with them. And we started to feel that, first of all, the pricing that they were giving us wasn't very logical. They would just come in. This is common in China. We were trying to understand how they were pricing their product because it didn't make sense to us. And what we did is we just took samples of the product and we contacted 4 to 5 suppliers that were competitive with them and on the same level of production and size. And we got quotations from them. And those suppliers were around 50 to 60% less expensive than our supplier. So we went back to our supplier and said, hey, look, we did some research and we sent samples to a bunch of factories that are your competitors. I know you know these guys. We weren't aggressive about it, we're just honest. And we said, we can get this product made at 60% lower than what you're charging us right now. And we don't want to move factories because we love your factory and we love the quality that you guys produce, but you're obviously overcharging us. And their justification was that, we understand your needs and that's why we want to charge you more money. Anyways, we ended up striking a deal where they lowered the pre-net cost by, I think, 30 or 40%, which is good. And we were paying that extra 20% for the relationship. So we could have squeezed them all the way down, but we didn't. We felt that lowering the pre-net cost by 30 to 40% was still fair for us. So play the long game, do your research. If you do research and you find, like, you talk to 10 different suppliers, it's always like there's a range. You always have 3 suppliers that are ridiculously expensive. You always have 3 suppliers that are really cheap, and then you have suppliers in the middle, most of them in the middle, and usually the middle price is the normal price. So that's another way. If you do your research and you kind of go to the factory and say, look, we have suppliers that are charging this much, we have suppliers that are charging this much. We like your facilities. Can you bring your price down? That's a more effective way of negotiating. Just don't squeeze the factory too much. You will damage your relationship with the factory. Cheers. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video. Rico here, CEO of SourceFind Asia. If you like this video, you like this kind of content, you can check out more our Made in China podcast. Go to sourcefindasia.com/Made in China and hit the share button.
Faith and desire. Let me feel.